I'm working on a Age of Sigmar Cogfort, and I don't want to mess it up, but I want to tinker with oil washes before I try it on a commission. So I found this model. I'll link the model in the YouTube comments, but it's a Bestiarum. I don't know what his name is, but I like his sculpts. Anyway, we're gonna throw it in the 3D printer and let this thing cook. And out of the magical goop, we get 5 perfect little resin dudes that we can experiment on. And I like doing this just because it's sort of a low-cost way to experiment and figure out new techniques. Oil washes is like something that I'm sure you've seen all over YouTube, and I've seen all over YouTube and Instagram, and I've always wanted to try it. And I bought the oil paints, and I bought the mineral spirits, and I've tried it once or twice, and every time it's kind of like the results don't do what acrylic washes do, and I've never quite gotten it to look right, but I've also never really spent a day experimenting with it. So before slapping an oil wash on someone's like paid project, I figured I'd just I'd throw together some of these little guys and try my hand at the oil washes. So what I think is I want to start with very bright and vibrant colors, because a brown wash and a black wash are gonna tint it way down. So I picked these kind of like Easter egg, almost like super bright pastel-y colors, just because I know they're gonna get kicked back. And I like this jade. This jade color is beautiful, and this red color is very poppy and bright and vibrant. So I wanted to kind of do colors that are just gonna be very poppy, and when they get dulled down, they'll look grim, dark, and dirty, which is kind of what I want. So I don't have any experience too much painting on top of oil paints, or really messing with this effect too much. Again, it's something that I've just seen tutorials on, or I've seen, bits and pieces, and I watched the quick. It looks like magic when people do it. Is just apply the wash and wipe it off, and oh my god, it's so good. And I don't believe it, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. So in an effort to save you time, and an effort to save you money of buying this stuff and trying it out yourself, I'm kind of doing a very quick rough paint job on all these guys. I want to see how it looks on top of white robes as well. So I painted this one up with white, and I just kind of threw together a pale skin tone, kind of zero effort, just tan flesh into purple, just pallid, kind of gross, weird flesh, and just slapping it on there, not really, basically just wet brushing it on. I'm not really putting in a ton of effort. I'm also kind of curious what it looks like on metallics, so I just put down some silver and some Pro Acryl copper, just to see how much it shines through and how it reacts to these metallic paints, and how much of a shine I'll still have. So white and copper is pretty blingy. This one came out cool. So then I decided I'm gonna write down kind of what my 5 models are and what my plan with them is, and I want 2 of them to have a gloss undercoat, just because I've seen tutorials where you put the gloss on and the oil wash is on there, and I think I made a mistake here. I put on way too much onto that jade colored one. So I went a little bit lighter on the purple one, but I don't know how I feel about the gloss. I think if you do a thin coat of the gloss varnish, I think it's better than no gloss varnish at all, because later on you'll see what I'm scrubbing. The models that don't have that varnish on them I basically erode all the way down to the primer with the cotton swabs and the paper towel and stuff. So all I've done here is just throw the oil paints into a cup, water them down with mineral spirits to what feels right. I don't have like a recipe. It's all vibes from this point on, and just slathering it on there. I think maybe I went on too thick, but after about an hour, this is where I'm at. It's a little bit dry, and you can see I'm a little bit hesitant. I don't know how much pressure I'm supposed to apply. I've never really done it. So after some rubbing and scrubbing, I believe this is the white the white dress with the black wash on top of it. So the silver looks super nice, or the copper. The copper came out. The metallics. The metallics are poppy. I love the way that this looks on metallics. I think out of anything, that's what I'm gonna end up with after doing this experiment. I've also tried to do a Q-tip inside of mineral spirits just to see if that'll, and then it just went straight through the primer. So don't do that. Don't dip your Q-tip in mineral spirits hoping to take some off. It went straight through. like very quickly it went straight through. I tried with paper towel for a little bit, just little dabs of paper towel and kind of scrubbing and rubbing with that. I noticed that it leaves a lot of just fibers and residue and stuff like that. So, but after a good amount of just scrubbing away, it does look like very gritty and grimdark. It has a cool effect. I don't know if it matches really my normal style. So I believe this is the gloss on top of the jade maybe, and I'm just going through and trying to rub it away here as well. And yeah, this is when I thought the gloss varnish is a little sticky, so it was leaving residue behind. So one nice trick that I kind of figured out is if you do like a little piece of paper towel and you wet it a little bit and you squeeze out a lot of the excess water, it kind of helps lubricate the wiping sort of without leaving fibers, and it sort of speeds things up. I don't know, I liked it. I think it made it a little bit easier. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing my best. But overall, I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if it looks better than how I normally paint. It's like, I don't know, the jury is out. If you've ever messed with oil washes and you've had better results than this, you know, leave a comment. Maybe let's compare notes. Maybe I messed up somewhere along the way, but my white totally turned into kind of a dark gray. It looks cool. It looks cool. It looks very Trench Crusade-y. It has that kind of colorway and vibe. But yeah, the red totally got dulled out. So I did the red. I did a brown wash on top of this red. But it totally just got dulled away. Because usually I wash red with Earthshade to get the shadows, to get these rich like brown red shadows, but I don't know if I got that same effect. I think the best thing I see out of this whole oil washing thing is on the metallics. I think it looks super nice on the metallics, but even then I don't know if it's worth pausing like the paint job for an hour plus to wait for the oils to set, to then wipe them away to get almost the same effect as you would with just traditional acrylic washes. So here's all the ladies all together, or men, or whatever these guys are. Let me know what you think. Which guy is your favorite? I kind of sped through these just to kind of see what the results are. Tried some different vibes, different things, just to experiment and try stuff. But hopefully this saved you some time, or it gave you an idea of what to do and what not to do. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the Cogfort video next.